everyone, welcome back to Black Cat Crimes. I'm Victoria and thank you for joining me for another missing persons profile. These are quick videos to help get the names and faces of people who have recently gone missing out there, so there may be limited information or information may still be developing. 16-year-old Colleen Weaver of Raynham, Massachusetts has not been seen since very early in the morning on Tuesday, October 18th, 2022 around 1 a.m. On the morning of Tuesday, October 18th, Kristen Weaver woke up at 6 a.m. to wake up her children for the school day. She got up and went into her daughter Colleen's room, only to find her not in her bed. This was the time she usually woke her children up for school, so it was a bit surprising to not find Colleen in her bed, and unfortunately, a quick search of the house revealed that Colleen was not home. During this search of the house, Kristen found that her son's school computer was in Colleen's room. The kids aren't allowed to have devices in their room overnight, so this led Kristen to opening up the device and looking through the history to see if she could find any information about where Colleen may be. She did find a few things. One of the things she found was that Colleen sent a Gmail message to a friend at around 1:46 a.m. This message said something along the lines of, "I'll be at the party soon." But when family and police spoke to this friend had zero idea why Colleen would have sent this message. This friend hadn't spoken to Colleen in weeks, and the friend knew nothing about a party. No one so far has been able to figure out why Colleen would have sent this message, and because we're so early in the investigation, I don't want to speculate on why that may have been. Rather, I just want to give you the facts so that everybody is fully up to date on what has happened in this case. Kristen also found 2 screenshots on the computer. One of a picture of a map on the street where they live on, and the second was a screenshot of a map to a 24-hour gas station. Colleen had searched for this nearby gas station and then taken a screenshot of the location of it. It seems like Colleen may have been trying to give someone directions without necessarily giving them her street address. In the tabs of the screenshot, Kristen was also able to see that Colleen had Instagram, InstaChat, and Discord open on her computer. Colleen was not allowed to have social media accounts on these sites. And I want to note that now is not the time to discuss anything about whether or not kids should be allowed on social media. Rather, let's just focus on sharing this and getting Colleen's story out there. And so at this point on the 18th, Colleen was reported missing. The family had been up and about on and off throughout the early morning hours of the 18th, so they had kind of a timeline of when Colleen possibly could have left. Kristen had last seen Colleen in the hallway at 1 a.m., and then Colleen's sister was up between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the kitchen making cookies. She didn't see or hear anything off. And then Colleen's father got up at 4:30 a.m. to begin getting ready for work that day. He also didn't see anything out of place or hear anything weird. Then we know Kristen would wake up at around 6 a.m. and find Colleen missing then. Because of this timeline, investigators believe that Colleen likely left her house between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. They also believe that Colleen had been speaking to someone online, posing as a teenage male classmate. Only instead of meeting this classmate whenever she left the house, she would end up meeting the older man who had posed as this classmate and lured her out of the house. So they do believe that yes, she left her house voluntarily, but she was lured under false pretenses of thinking that she was going to be meeting up with a teenage boy, and rather when she got there, it was an adult man. Because of this, they believe she may be too scared or actually unable to leave his presence. Colleen is now considered a missing child who may be in danger and has been listed with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or NCMEC. Colleen is a white 16-year-old girl, about 5 feet tall, 120 pounds, and she had reddish pink hair the last time she was seen. She may be wearing black-rimmed glasses, and she has a nose ring on the side of her nose. Colleen also has small scars on her forehead and on the bottom of her chin. It is also important to know that according to her mother, Colleen has some developmental delays and some mental health issues. This makes her more susceptible to being coerced and manipulated. The family does not believe that Colleen actually intended to run away from home. Whenever she left, she didn't take clothes or money, and she wouldn't have been able to take a cell phone because she doesn't have one. So really, it didn't seem like she prepared to leave for any length of time at all. I want to note that I've seen some headlines that say Colleen may have been taken to Florida, But I want to let you know that there is absolutely nothing in these articles that then corroborates that she could have been taken to Florida, nor have investigators said anything about this whatsoever. In fact, the most recent information they've released directly contradicts this. It is currently believed that she may be within 100 miles of Raynham, Massachusetts. Investigators have asked news outlets in Springfield, Connecticut, Provincetown, Connecticut, Bristol, Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, Wells, Maine, Concord, New Hampshire, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Manchester, New Hampshire, Keene, New Hampshire, and Brattleboro, Vermont, to please share her information. If you're in these areas or anywhere in New England, honestly, please share Colleen's story and any posters you may see to help get her face in front of more people. A candlelight vigil was held for Colleen on October 22nd, and Detective Lou Pacheco explained that Colleen may feel in over her head now. Running away with a teenage boy may seem fun, safe, and easy to come home from, but being with an adult man would completely change the situation. She may feel totally unable to leave, even if she was physically able to do so. Also from this vigil, I want to share a message for Colleen in case she somehow sees this video, or in case someone can get this information to her. Your family truly just wants you home, Colleen. Your mom said, "Just come home or call us. We'll come get you no matter where you are, no questions asked." I've included the link to the poster from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children below so it can be shared. I will also be posting a missing poster on my Instagram account at Black Cat Crimes. I went ahead and posted this with the hashtags that the family wants to use to get Colleen's name out there so that it's super easy to share. If you have any information about Colleen's disappearance, where she may be, or who she may be with, there are several places you can call. If you see her in public, immediately you are encouraged to call 911. If you know something, hear something, or think you may have seen her, you can call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST or 1-800-843-5678. You can also call the Raynham Police Department at 508-824-2717. And please remember that you can remain anonymous whenever you give over tips. I think this is especially true for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So please do not let not wanting your identity get out make you hesitate in calling. You can remain anonymous, so please give over any information you think would be helpful. The family also has a GoFundMe now to help with the search for Colleen. This money is going towards things like posters, yard signs, all of those things that add up that families tend to pay for out of pocket, just trying to do whatever they can to get this information out there. This money will also go to helping the family during this time so that I'm sure her parents don't have to worry about taking off work at this time and losing the income that they need. I've linked the GoFundMe down below. If you can donate, that's awesome. If you can't, sharing Colleen's story, the poster, or even the GoFundMe will go a long way to helping the family. A second candlelight vigil will be held for Colleen Weaver in Raynham on Thursday, October 27th. It's set to start at 6 p.m. I'm filming this video on October 26, 2022 in the early evening, so up to this point, all of the information in this video is up to date. I will continue to update you as more information comes out, and if I'm not able to immediately film a video, I will make sure to include any pertinent information in a pinned comment in the comment section of this video. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Colleen's story. I'm sure the family would appreciate if you could help however possible, and even just sharing her missing poster will go a long way to getting her face in front of hopefully the right people. I hope you have a good evening and stay safe. Bye!